This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else they talk about. I'm your host, Maxwell Streisian.
I'm your host who thinks a pipe bomb is a little extreme for feeling sad, Dave Spates.
This episode is our weekly manga recap, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo!
Manga recap.
Yes, sir. We're back. We got it.
Yeah, it's summertime.
It's summertime.
There's delays on things.
Yeah. There'll be more delays, trust me.
Yes.
But right now, we're here,
sure.
and we have all the manga this week, right?
We did have all the
Let's
manga
go.
this week.
And they were all fun.
So I guess it actually made sense that we waited anyways.
Sure.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
Sure, yeah, works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, we didn't miss any episodes. I was on them on YouTube.
yes.
These ones will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't stress that enough.
Let's hop right into it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go with Bug Ego chapter. You should remember this.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Wow. Okay, I get not liking, like, the confines of society and going to school and constantly doing the grind and all that stuff, but pipe bomb's a little extreme, lady.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just want to blow up everyone I come in contact because I'm sad about the world.
Yeah,
like,
because like I am in such strict limits.
Yeah. This is low-key. This is something I could see, like, something in, like a villain in JJK or, oh my goodness, Kagurabachi doing. It's like, I don't like society, so I'm just gonna get rid of all of it.
I mean, that's a classic villain trope.
Pretty much,
actually.
yeah. And it's like,
I don't
maybe
like society.
just get a hobby.
Well, she doesn't have time to get one. I'm not defending her. I'm just saying, like, she doesn't have time.
If you have time to build a pipe bomb, you have time to get a hobby.
I don't know. She seems pretty smart. It's probably not that hard to build a pipe bomb.
I've never tried to do it, so
I mean,
I can't argue. But
I mean, dumb people have done it. So
I guess, sure, yeah.
there's a whole swab of people with the
You
wrong
could have painted
with the wrong religion.
You could have painted a
who don't have
Warhammer mini in that time frame.
There you go. That would be that. That would have been way better.
Exactly.
That would've been
Yeah,
way
there you
better.
go.
Read a book.
Exactly. Yeah. She seemed like a fast reader. But but other than that, it was.
She seems very interested. I like how the group is rounding out.
Yes, I was thinking about that by the end of this chapter. It was like, this is exactly what Maxwell was asking for. He wanted a trio, and now it looks like we got one.
I think we're gonna get a 5 group people.
The other two, you think they're gonna be?
Yeah.
Well, I can see it because they're fantastic too.
Yeah.
I actually kind of felt bad for them. When
They were so upset when they were like, "Guys, we just need your signature." Like a bunch of jerks.
They were like really pumped to be part of this walking club. And I was like, nah, we're not really doing it.
They'll be in an event because when they see that she's in it,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, well, "Wait a minute."
Whoa, what about us? We knew you longer. And also, like, you guys have a whole extra dimensional space just hanging out in the school the entire time.
I know, yeah.
With where I imagine there's some of those villain things on the other side of the door.
That was interesting.
Yes. So your best and brightest option to seal that off is just
Yeah, they probably could have put more in front of the door. By the way,
probably.
sorry for the interruption. But yeah, they probably could have put more in front of the door.
Yeah, probably, but they didn't. So
They're
that
dumb
makes
idiots,
sense. Yeah,
so.
they're dumb. I mean, it doesn't look like a janitor goes in there ever, so it kind of is okay safe. I don't know. That's just a disaster waiting to happen, per usual. I was actually surprised that one of them didn't open the door on accident.
I'm surprised our
Yes.
main guy didn't.
Yes, yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm really interested to see this extra-dimensional space, like what they're gonna do with it, because clearly it's their home base, figuring out all the hacks and all that stuff. Which I kind of don't know why they didn't do it in one of their houses. Maybe one of the family members could have found it, I guess.
Because like, yeah, probably just like more privacy.
Maybe, yeah, sure. Interesting. But anyways, I like it all. I think it's a great idea. What was the hack that the girl actually did?
I have no idea.
Right?
It said it. It says like there's something in the sewers.
Yeah, but then when you look down there, there's nothing there.
Yeah, but then you look up in the sky and there's an eyeball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That was intense. That teacher is fantastic.
Hilarious.
The best thing.
Yes.
One of the best things that's coming to this manga so
Yes.
far. I hope he changes his wig every single
When
chapter.
he had this
Every time he's on
different
screen.
wig on, I died.
When it blew off the first time, I was like, I didn't even realize it was a wig, even though I should have, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but it's manga, so I'm just like, this could make total sense.
This could be a hack.
This could be, yeah, exactly, yeah. And then it falls off, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yes.
This is peak comedy right here. And he's like, I'm part of the tennis club.
I did also love.
Or when he cried when he read.
That was so he's like, this is so wonderful.
This is the greatest club ever.
Yeah, he's like, I will be the teacher, but the tennis club needs me.
I know, that was great.
I did love though. Also when she like went to go look at the sewer, our main boy there was like, stop, and she's just like, meh. And he's like, ugh.
And then she judo flipped him.
He fell out of the way and got
Yeah.
judo flipped so easy.
So easy. He's so weak. He really, I mean, like, you know, he demonstrated that like 2 chapters ago when with the whole incident with the whole statue and the bully thing, just like, I'm going to call the police.
Yeah.
And not fight at all.
Yeah. She's a good addition, though.
That'd be fun for her, yeah.
Yuki.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what she does with that, and if she doesn't, you know, if she doesn't hear the ticking of the pipe bomb anymore. So
yeah, which is like,
she turned it off.
Yeah, which is fantastic because she's a certified nutso.
Oh, 100%. All she wanted to do, she wanted to join a mega corporation and then blow it all up.
Yes. Like, I was surprised, like, I thought, like, when she first blew up all the people on the train, I was like, what is this? I thought that really happened for a second.
Yeah, so did I. I thought it was a hack.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, no. And then you find out she's just her imagination, which isn't really any better. I mean, no. It is better. It is better.
Yeah.
It actually happening. But, like, you're like, oh. And then you find out she has a pipe bomb. You're like, oh. Maybe don't associate yourself with this person.
Maybe.
But they are helping her, I guess.
Yeah, I know. She's found her childlike wonder again. Mm. She's not trapped in the world anymore.
And the other 2 friends there, they do know of the hacks, so. Or hacks that exist.
Oh, yeah, they do have to. Yeah, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they both had to see them happen.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I didn't even think about that. That's kind of neat.
So I think they'll be.
So yeah, you definitely could have a quad there, you know?
Yeah, they're going to have a little club.
That'd be sick. I'm pumped for this. This is gonna be great. And the hacks are going to get out and it's going to be a disaster.
This episode really set up, like, I feel like a really good amount.
Episode.
Sorry.
Fool.
This chapter really set up a really good amount. Anything else to say about it?
Not really. It's just Bug Ego is like, it's really good. I would actually really like to see it animated. I still don't think it's going to be, but I would really, really enjoy this, I think. And I think a lot of people would.
I stand by it. Definitely could be animated just because they make like 20 animes a season. So
True,
this could be on the list. I mean, they had literally an anime about horse girls racing.
True, they did. Yeah.
So,
but I don't think it's gonna. But it'd be awesome if it did.
All right, let's move on. Marshal King shot.
15.
14.
All around the edge, all around the target, but no bullseye. Wow, this was also this chapter was a blast.
This chapter was a blast, but the only thing I have to say is like literally every time I'm like, this doesn't make sense. You guys are always just like, here's the rules. Just kidding. You win anyways, or I lose anyway. They just literally, I was like,
yeah.
So
that
like,
makes sense.
Yeah, it was just funny.
He was getting that badge regardless, so I don't.
I know, it's just so funny. It's just like I was like, you guys are the people running. I was like, you're so stupid.
They are dumb.
Yeah.
They are dumb as shit. Putting that aside, I did everything that happened with is Maria Black. I keep wanting to call her Black Maria.
Abigail Black.
Maria Abigail Black was awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
When she like didn't punch him because she's like kind of good at heart there and all that stuff, I was like, oh.
And also,
best girl.
Yeah, definitely best girl. Also, did love how he had to put her down because like some timer went off.
Yeah.
Like we said, it was going to be some bullshit
anime
logic of why he had to stop. He was like,
she was fucked before that though.
Yeah. And then some bullshit anime logic saver was like, oh, the timer's up.
The timer's up. Back to shooting, and she was pissed.
Yeah, that was so funny like, how mad she was.
And he was like scared. I was like, yes, this is great.
She also didn't hit him because she has the hots for him.
Oh, that's 100% true.
Oh, great. Because they drew him so sexy.
He's got like a billion pack there. Like when he was steaming because his arms are so hot. Like, I did like it was insanity. I was like, you guys you're just really dumping this one on hard, aren't you? Here, like, oh my goodness.
They drew him so sexy.
Yeah. I did love the idea, the concept that he had of like dunking his whole body into
that was cool.
To try. It didn't help really, but
no,
like
she was going too ham.
She annihilated him.
She was more experienced.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, and like
training.
Yeah, she's better at that way. But when she decided to like join him and support him and all that stuff, I was like, I actually don't think I saw it coming, and I was like, oh. I love it. I love the idea.
I didn't see her being like. I didn't see the whole squad being like,
yeah.
We're gonna go with him.
Yeah.
Like immediately. I didn't see that. I saw that as like
inspired them, and I kind of like this because now instead of him having to save the school, he's just bringing the school with him.
Yeah, that's what I was like. If he went off on his own, I would have been like, we need more than this.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure he would pick people up on the. Yes, I agree with you. But I'm sure he would pick people up on the way for anime as they do. But,
yeah, exactly. That's what I think. It's like because I was like, is there any really, really good manga besides like no, because Berserk even Guts picks up people along
he's got a fairy at one point.
Is there any really, really good manga that's like just like a loner?
It's just the single character, or we're
That's
talking
like
like single character
mainly
too.
that really doesn't have like friends and stuff like that. So you're pretty much just like, I mean, actually, any story that's told like that, that's really good.
I don't know, maybe
Probably. Regardless.
Dororo, not Dororo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the one with
he's like kind of a loner, but he has this like plucky little sidekick, so who does most of the talking. So it's like,
yeah,
eh,
it's kind of tough.
yeah.
But regardless, I didn't. You're right. I didn't see it coming the way it was. I did like everyone was like, "Did she just propose?"
That was funny. It's like, no, I didn't. They're all like,
She's like, "And who said that?"
That was really good. When Agra, the little one, was like, when she walked over there too, it's like, okay, yeah, I like this and all that stuff, but like, don't act like you didn't set up this entire fucking thing, the entire terrible test thing. It's just like, it just felt like
they said it in the shot.
Yeah.
This shot, it was like they had a little thing. It's like set up all by her.
Yeah, it feels exact. Yeah, it felt like one of those like, oh, I was always on your side, guys. I was always here. Aren't we such a great team?
This was the plan all along.
And it's like, don't do that.
Also, with the rest of the school, like all the other students, like yeah, and I'm like, okay, this is too many of you.
I agree with that. I think we're gonna get Maria Black, Agra.
Is it Agra or girl?
I don't know. And then Fedora guy. Fedora guy. I think those will be the key ones. Maybe that bully too, but he was drawn a little more like a throwaway character.
Yeah, he was drawn a little more. He didn't have a detailed thing to him. But yeah.
But Kill la Kill had kind of the big evil bully there guy. He had kind of that same design, so
That's
maybe
true.
that big Bruce design.
But yeah, I was like, it was funny how fast Abigail was shooting, how mad she was. Or Maria was shooting.
Yeah.
How fast it was drawn very well too.
Oh, it was fantastic. Even the final thing when they're shooting into the air and it's like just the golden like beam of bullets, which is like,
oh yeah, that was really cool.
That was really dope.
And then him walking up to the flag at the end was drawn really well.
I like that. When manga adds color, it's just like, as we're gonna talk about in Hero Organization, manga adds color. It's like, it's just me. Like, I know it's not easy. I know it'd be so much harder and take so much longer. But man, I love colored in manga.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This one uses a lot of color too.
Yeah, it does.
Accent stuff like dull color, but in a really good way.
Yeah, it really, really does. So, which is fantastic. I love it. I wonder if there's like I don't know. I wonder if I'm completely spitballing and guessing here because I don't know the Japanese manga world at all. I really probably should for the amount that I read it. But I wonder if like, because this looks like it's designed more on computer and stuff. I wonder if this is more like the manga world's getting like a little more digital over there, so you can add more color and stuff as opposed to, because the real reason I add color, it takes forever to print it.
Yeah, print it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's expensive. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't live in Japan.
I
just consume a lot of their content.
Very good chapter though.
Yes.
Anything else to be said?
Nope, I was good. This was drawn fantastic, and I'm so pumped to see where this squad group gaggle of people go.
All right, Kagurabachi chapter
76.
83.
Wow, I'm real off. Oh man, it's fine. I was too distracted by the amazingness of this chapter to honestly read what the number was. I get so excited, I just jump right into it.
I did enjoy once again. Pretty much addressed our issue right off the back. We're like, why don't they just destroy the sword? Well, not the whole chapter is actually addressing the issue of why we're like, why don't they just destroy the sword?
Yeah,
I don't, if you look at our previous manga recap, we were like, why don't they just destroy it like Cloud Dagger? We're like, and then this chapter just answers that entire thing.
The entire thing got answered. Like they were just like, yeah, because it's too strong, we don't know how to do it, and blah blah blah, or it's too hard, and then just like N10's
and it's like, well, that's the whole purpose of N10.
Yeah, which was awesome. Man, I don't know. I got like, I can't wait for this to be animated because just like, I got a little choked up when it was going over like the whole backstory with Rokuhiro and all that stuff and the forging the swords and how bad he felt about it afterwards. And like then his son, who he was forging a sword with, was like his only like guiding, like only light at the end of the tunnel, and he like put all of his hope in it. It's like, I don't know, classic anime, just like putting all my hopes on you, kid. Try to Naruto and all that stuff. It's like
true,
and he helped him forge it
to save it all.
And like it cuts all the way back to like the first chapter, and just like I was just doing what my dad was saying.
Yeah,
it was like, but he was teaching you how to be a master swordsmith.
And it also cut back to that. This is the first time. I don't remember what, but this is like, this is, I don't remember when this was, when he was, I can't remember his name, the teleporty guy was telling Kagurabachi, not Kagurabachi, was telling Chihiro there about this. So he already knew this going into this fight.
Yes.
So it's like, it's all just like really cool stuff.
I know, it was fantastic. When when they ripped out right in the beginning there with starting out with the combat, and he was like, I knew it was gonna be. It's insane how strong Samura is. He was just like, if I didn't deflect that, it would have literally blown my arms off. I was like, damn. And I like
That's a sick line. It's like when the black crows fly, people die or something like that.
Oh, that war had to be nasty. I hope we get panels of the war.
Oh, definitely.
I hope we get I hope we get some like backstory of all the swords people going off into the war and just
I'll bet
just an arc of it.
There'll be a scene or two for sure.
Which I'd be really
because it's one of those things that you hint at it too much. Like anime, when they hint at something aggressive enough, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's really true. Yeah, cool to dig a little bit more into. Cool to dig a little bit more into the overall abilities of Tobimoro, the Crow Sword.
Oh, his name is sort of I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name of like any of the swords.
And N10 and Cloud Gouger. Those are the easiest.
Yeah, and the other one's like Shin Kuki.
There's 15 letters in it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and there's like 4 of them are K.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I actually think that the one that Hirohiko has, the theater one, actually has an easy name, but it's like Kugo or something. But I can't. I can't remember.
And I'm pretty sure. That one's not bad. But yeah, Samura's sword there just constantly keeps doing things.
He's constantly keeps doing things.
I think they shouldn't. I think this is one of those like. I don't think it's a problem, but definitely like. This is like in the beginning when he was writing this, he was like, "These have 3 abilities." It's like you should have just never said that.
Yeah.
That was what it was. They all had 3 abilities. Now their abilities have sub abilities and sub abilities of sub abilities.
Like some different functions and everything.
Yeah. I like the idea of categorizing the abilities, but at the same time, it's just like it doesn't matter.
Well, I think it doesn't really matter at this point. I think the only wrong route they took with this, because they have sub abilities now, is that I get what he's going for, is that the sword really just does whatever you want it to, as long as you can like imagine it or strong enough.
The problem with the sub abilities though is they're like powerful than some of the abilities.
Yeah, like when he's swapping places he's swapping the places with the sword and the feathers, and then swapping them back. I'm just like, all right, this is a little. I like the application, but it's a little nuts.
Chihiro can do that.
Can he?
He can swap places with the fish.
I don't remember being able to do that. Can he? Oh,
neat.
Oh,
yeah.
neat.
That's like one of the way he's like moves super fast because of like through the fish.
No, I thought that was just a boosting.
Oh wait, no. Then he also swapped through the fish when he was in the vault. He did swap through the fish. That's like how he. Oh wait, no, he didn't swap
through the fish.
No, he saw through the fish. Yeah,
and
then he used. The kid was touching.
Okay, so Chihiro was contracted to N10.
Yes.
And then our storage space kid, who I can't remember his name right now, he, by touching the guy who's contracted to the sword, can connect to the sword and register both.
Yes.
And that's how we send Chihiro to the storage space.
No, but then Chihiro was using his fish to touch people, and when he touched those people with the fish, the guy was pulling them out.
Yes, because I think because he registered the sword, anything the sword touches, he could register them through that.
That's what it was.
I believe that's what it was. Yes.
Chihiro, he must be able to use the fish, because why would he put them all over a building?
Because they shred people.
Do they shred people?
Yeah, that's like one of the abilities, isn't it?
I thought it was just he moves, or maybe he just moves super lightning speed.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I thought that is what it was. What wasn't it?
Yeah, so they don't shred people. He shreds people, but it causes him to move super lightning fast when all those fish are around.
Yes. But he's not teleporting.
He's not teleporting through them. But what is it like? He has to be doing something, some connection to them that he's like, it's like pulling him. Maybe
I don't know.
They don't cut people. He cuts people.
Yes.
So I don't. We'd have to.
Wasn't
the sword abilities in this are very.
I'd have to go back and rewrite.
They're very To Be Hero XE, where you're like, I don't know how this works, but I love it.
Yeah, he might be able to teleport with the fish now, though. After that ending scene of the fish coming over and him just pulling N10 over to himself.
That he could always do.
When else did he do that?
I think he can always do. He can pull N10. He can teleport N10 to himself.
I don't.
Wait, how did he get in the vault?
The vault to go into the extra dimensional space.
His friend put him in there, right?
Yes, because his friend got close enough to his dad.
Yeah.
And was able to connect to his dad's storage space, and He got close enough to his dad. He was able to access his dad's space.
Regardless,
And because he
regardless,
registered
before
Chihiro in the sword's contract,
Before
he
we
could send him in
confuse
there.
everyone, because we confused people describing Kagurabachi before. Let's
complex.
The swords do really cool things.
Yes, the swords have pretty much unlimited abilities, but then also subclasses abilities. So it's like, I think if you were going to do, the sword can just do whatever it wants.
But it has a theme.
Yes.
That's
themes
what
are great.
that's what he should have said.
Stuck with the
They
theme.
have themes.
Yes.
That would have been much more sense.
Yes.
Like,
I
you
think
know,
it'd be a lot more easy to understand.
his theme is crows,
Yes.
which covers all his abilities.
Yeah.
Because like even the eye in the sky, that's like a bird's eye.
That's an owl, yeah.
Oh, so he should have been birds. I
It's
guess.
birds, yeah.
Well, so far he's only used 2 birds.
No, he's used 3. He's a phoenix.
Oh, yeah, Phoenix, yeah, birds.
That's all 3 abilities.
Should have been birds.
It is birds.
I get. Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, he should have been like, the theme of the sword is birds. That's it.
Okay.
And then it should have been like, because there's always just this like these, instead of giving it 3 abilities, quote unquote, it just say it has a theme and that's it.
Sure.
What do you mean?
Now I'm a little confused. I mean, the bird abilities make sense on a level. I'm talking when he's like doing all the wild shit with the feathers. It was just like the feathers already teleported, and now you're just doing,
what do you mean?
I mean, the bird abilities make sense.
I agree.
Okay, that's what he did though.
No, I'm saying when he made the story, he should have just been like, oh, each sword has a theme, and then just leave it at that. Don't say they have 3 abilities.
Sure.
Just leave it at that. They should just have a theme.
Yeah, okay. So they have a theme, but then like, how do you? They would still have to do this stuff though. So like, how would you not So okay. So now I'm confused. No, because before I thought it was like, yeah, we just had a theme of like if it was just crows, period, or just like
birds,
just random, like just like how N10's just like 2 fish, like and consistent. Just like do it 1 bird, and then have the 1 bird do.
No, it's like theme is like birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
so how would he do it? Like his abilities would just still be this, but with just birds.
Yeah, like that's literally what it would be right now.
Yeah, I think
his theme ability is birds.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is what it is right now. But it's categorized into.
Are you
3.
not understand? I don't think.
No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think you're not explaining it well.
I said instead of saying the swords have 3 abilities, he could just have been like, and this sword's theme is birds.
Okay,
and that's
then you would still have to categorize the abilities after that.
You don't have to.
But then what's he just doing? Just swinging birds around?
No, it's just like his theme is birds.
Yeah, so like, do you not want him to have like the resurrection or whatever the hell it is?
No, because it'd be a phoenix because the theme is birds. It's what you. It
still categorizes it though.
It was just what do you why there's
because if it's just birds and then he uses the phoenix ability, then that's categorized into a phoenix bird ability.
But no, I'm saying it's okay. I guess it's.
I think the abilities are doing too much. That's what
I'm saying. It's anything like. That's what I'm saying is like they're going beyond like 3 abilities. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
so just get rid of it has 3 abilities. Just say the theme is bird. It's like airbenders do different things. We're not all like. There's only a limited organization of like airbender, like a theme of like ability of airbenders. You just like other airbenders.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like, he's like you could just be like each sword has a theme.
I think I'm gonna go the other way on this one. I think he should just get rid of the swords can do whatever they want aspect of it and keep the categorization theme of like keep a theme and then keep the way it is. But like I don't know, remove just like if we think hard enough, the sword can do whatever. Like I think you should box him in a little harder.
I think if he never said the 3 ability thing, we wouldn't even think of the boxing in. We just would have just assumed there was like a limit, and we just been like, oh, this sword's crazy. But now I know it's breaking the limit that he set. So I'm like, is there a limit? Because he did explain. No, he did explain there is no limit.
Exactly.
But he could have just said there's themes and never explained that there is no limit, and we just would have been like, there's got to be a limit eventually.
Sure, I think I see. I see what you're saying. I still will go. I think it'd be better if we went the other route and just
like more boxed in.
Yeah, more boxed in, more categorized.
Yeah, because it'd be less confusing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially because like N10 just does whatever it wants.
It really does. Yeah, he just teleported a fucking sword to himself. He now has teleport fish ability. Shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm very interested to see. It'd be kind of cool to actually see N10's power again after a while too, because they haven't really been using it.
Yeah, because he couldn't use it because like he was like he'll find out where I am, and then
and then he drew N10 like 6 chapters ago.
I know that's what I was like, and then he found out where you were, and you still didn't use it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
however, he should lose this fight. Once again, he's gonna talk Nerjutsu his way out of this fight.
Probably, or he'll be a super genius and fight his way out of it.
Yeah, I think the daughter's gonna come in and.
Oh well, that's unplugged. Keep talking.
Oh sure.
Talking,
what's unplugged?
Oh, my headset, which what usually makes this quiet. You know.
Oh, I was like.
Yes, so
I was like, why do I hear myself talking?
Yeah. The video isn't rendering. Hey guys, that's how the magic's made.
What's your background now over there?
Oh, it's Kuma.
Nice.
About to do the final smash against that stupid
Nice.
king from his homeworld, from the Sobe Kingdom or whatever.
Nice.
Anyways, so that's how the sausage gets made.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Anything else you have to say on this?
not entirely. I did like how they talked about how diving back into the whole sword power scaling nonsense. How N10 broke Cloud Gouger.
Yes, we didn't.
Not only was Cloud Gouger not being used properly, which is like one of the reasons that it was able to be broken, but also that like I think that was actually the main reason it was able to be broken, because I know they said that like Samura said blah blah blah, what's his face, evil gang guy was like
super weak.
But then
The other guy
teleport guy was like, he wasn't like that weak, you know.
No,
He's like comparatively, yes, he was, but like,
Not as strong as those guys.
exactly,
But, like,
it's
still
like,
very
still
strong.
very strong. But I think it's because you know, Chihiro is Rokuhiro's son, and the swords have like a will of their own on some level. He was able to. That's why he was able to break Cloud Gouger. I kind of like that. I like that idea, is that like the swords don't want to be doing this. Living weapons are a bit are cool,
Risky.
Yeah, it's a really
Very
risky
risky.
thing to do, because then we get really hard into they do really do whatever the fuck they
Yeah,
want,
that's true.
sort of thing. So
Enough will.
I like where it's going right now, especially when you use Cloud Gouger and he like tapped into its like inner power and was able to do that. Like I like how they're just sort of alive, not like full on doing things.
Yeah,
sort
I
of.
do also do like this concept that Shiro's like the sword destroyer.
Yeah,
Like that's his
cool.
role. It's really interesting. Very fresh. Very fresh. I like that. Like his role is to destroy the weapons.
Yeah, and I think it's great. I will always forever mourn the idea of him being the seven-bladed samurai, but
Yeah, and that will never happen now.
That will never happen. But
Not
I
all of
do
us
like
can be
this.
Zoro.
I know, but this is pretty great.
All right, let's move on to Hero Organization chapter
Chapter 27.
29.
Yeah. Wow, I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, this is very much a setup for the next chapter.
Yes.
Like we're super awesome fight.
Yes. There's not gonna be a huge amount to talk about in this one, but
No.
the biggest thing that I spent like 10 minutes looking at was the colored panel of all the robots they picked, and I was like, these are
which
so
all
cool.
looks so cool.
Well, I think they
Perseus. Was that what the one he picked? Perseus.
Perseus.
Perseus. Yeah.
Perseus. That's his
Perseus,
main one. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks sick.
That thing's awesome.
And then
yeah.
David's looked awesome.
From the Crimson Squad. I
Yeah.
like how they all represented like one of the squads. Sort
Yeah.
of.
David's looks so cool.
David's looks sick. Oh man, I remembered his name. The Indian African kid.
That kid. Yep.
It's one of the S. I will
Sanji.
remember.
No, Sanji. Yeah.
I'll remember it eventually.
Sanjay. No,
But his was pretty neat. A defense build. I kind of like that. That was cool.
yeah, they're working together.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, attack and defense. I do like that a lot. I think it's very interesting. His design was probably the weakest out of all.
You thought his was the weakest?
No. I think the
girls is the
girls
weakest.
is the weakest.
Yeah,
the sniper was like, this looks like a basic bitch.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I didn't hate his actually. I thought his looked pretty cool.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, I don't know.
Sundiata.
Sundiata. Can I see it again? I think
It's nowhere as good as these two.
yeah. I think it's compared.
Obviously,
I'm like when you have
Hers
when you
would have
have
looked
David's-
better if the head was better. I thought.
Yeah, it looks like a rabbit sort of looking thing going on. I don't know. I don't love it. Also, she's a sniper, which is just like fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the only thing is like
Unless you're sniping
in the world
from-
of mechs,
yeah.
like guns can be cool. I do like their superpower going here that is
Yeah.
based off your like power level motion kind of.
Sure.
But like sword fighting is where it's at.
It's way better. Unless you're sniping from orbit, it's really kind of pointless.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so, but David coming
But she's
in,
about to
yeah.
be super important. You know, she's going to do some
100%.
crazy
Yeah,
move.
100%. She's going to be what controls the battle, pretty much, because she's going to be that, like, I'm going to slow it all down and shoot the joints.
The best is his buddy. I can't remember his name, but when he's like, of course, Leo gets to be partners with that super hot girl.
He was having a chapter.
Yeah, I
It was
know.
one where it was like when George
Yeah, he's
comes
like-
over and it's like, George, I still haven't forgiven you. When did you become our squad leader? It's like, I already said sorry to Leo. You're forgiven then.
Yeah, I know. And then totally average, perfectly normal kid, other roommates just like, when did you become the leader of our squad?
Isn't that Klein, right?
That's his name. No, the short kid's Klein.
Short Tooth Klein? Okay.
We never remember the other kid's name.
No, because he's so basic.
I know.
I love him, but he's so basic.
But needed
he's
somehow.
so needed,
I know.
yes.
But he's like, yeah, when did you become our leader?
When did you become a squad leader? I mean, it makes sense. He's like, ring number
But that
5.
was so funny. He's like, I'll never forgive you. He's like, I already told Leo. Sorry. He's like, apology accepted.
Apology accepted and done.
He is a star.
He is a star, dude.
Yeah.
He could die.
No, we already decided Basic Kid's dying.
Basic Kid will die, but he could die too.
Don't even put that thought. Don't even put that into the universe.
I know, but it's possible.
We got finally the good version of grape juice.
We really do have a good version of grape juice. Yeah. He does. This kid does not suck at all. He's awesome.
And then Proud Man is up in the thing, overseeing it, and then like another colonel, pretty high ranking, came in.
That's the one that runs this joint, right? Yeah.
I will say,
super hot Captain Ladies.
Yeah, she's so hot. She's awesome. Can't wait for that to get animated. This will definitely get it. This will be big. This will be
huge.
Characters, every single character in it, like is amazing.
I know, and it's a mech fighting thing, and like I mean, if
pretty fresh.
Studio Trigger did this, it'd be really cool. It's like designed almost for it.
And then there's a random shot of Millennia just like cheering on Leo there.
I don't know. Trigger would be really good. I'm trying to think of what else. Over to Spike's family, probably really good at this too. Wit would be really good at this.
Wit's gonna
be. They try anything gold or Mappa. I'd be happy with.
Wit's one of those. It just don't miss.
It don't miss.
Mappa has missed.
Yes.
Attack on Titan.
I think they gave up on that though.
I think we agreed. I think we had that conversation that like they were more focused on JJK.
Yeah, and JJK.
And they just picked up Attack on Titan solely for like the money.
We were there. Yep, we did it. But yeah. Anything else in this chapter? I don't remember.
No, the only explanation was that the spy guy they work with has to hack into Proud Man's like system, and they have to delay as long as possible, even though the test is only 15 minutes long.
Yes,
which is funny.
Like 13 minutes, right?
Which is funny because it's like we have to delay as long as possible. I was like, I wonder how long they're gonna have to delay for. And they're like, the test is only 15 minutes long. It's like that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
This is all moving at super speed, and then David just comes in with a power attack.
Yeah, and just like
right off the rip.
When he came in, he was like, "I'm gonna nuke everything."
Yeah,
I was like,
that was awesome.
Dude, that was sick, dude. Go aggressive, go hard. I love it.
Pumped.
Fantastic. I love the offense.
Yeah.
This is gonna be sick. I can't wait to see what all these mechs can do.
Yeah, next chapter's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Lucia is interesting.
Yeah, I like her. I'm interested to see what she does though.
She did that like fake high five move, and she's like, "Looks like we're not on the same page." And Dave and Leo's like, "What's wrong with her?"
I know. That's true. Yeah. She's a nutbag, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. She's gonna have a sad backstory.
I'm sure she will. Well, her dad's still alive, so maybe not.
Her mom might not be, or
she's got 8 hair. We're fine.
Yeah, that's more than most anime characters.
That's a lot more.
More than Leo.
Leo. Yeah, I keep calling him David. Leo's got shit.
Yeah.
He's got an aunt and uncle.
We got an aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
That's more than most characters. We got Naruto.
Yeah, that's true. No, Naruto had a sports system. They just said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
He had a godfather. He essentially had a grandfather.
Was the worst.
Yeah, he sucked. That dude just like, eh.
But let's move on to the goat.
Kakashi dropped the ball too. He missed so many of the development years. He should have been there.
Everyone in that village dropped the ball.
Yeah, they 100% did.
Except for what was his name? Naruto.
Aruka.
Aruka
was the only one.
And Ichiraka Ramen.
Oh yeah, that guy was like that guy was the shit. The fact, I still stand by. And Hinata. And Hinata. I still stand by the Ichiraka
and Shikamaru.
Yeah. Single-handedly stopped the village from being destroyed.
Oh, he did. Yeah,
because Naruto could have easily gone super depressed boy and destroyed things at some point.
You ever see that video of the guy playing the Naruto video game?
Uh-huh.
And he's like walking through the village, and the person's like, "Ew, get out of here!" He's like, "Who said that? Who said that?" And then he like walks over, he's like, does like a jujutsu. He's like, "Yes, see how you wake up in the morning." Because that is like, it's like you watch it, and someone's like, "Ugh, get this kid out of here!" Like watching, you're like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, you piece of shit. You
making fun of Naruto. He's the best.
You're a jerk.
All right, let's move on to the goated One Piece chapter
1153.
Oh, 1152. You were so close.
These have been 1150s. Not
the chapters are much harder than the episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
Since all the episodes are the same now.
Yes.
Wow.
Is correct. Wow is the most correct option.
Yes.
To say.
Oda didn't lie when he said we're not going to have time to breathe.
Nope. Not. We've been there hasn't been a single chapter. I'm trying to think. Let me think here. Yeah, there hasn't been a single chapter since Luffy met Loki that it hasn't been out of control.
That's true.
Yeah, and that was like what, like 10 plus chapters ago.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably like chapter. It might have been like chapter 3 of Elbath.
Sure. Yeah. That's actually probably no, because it took him a second to get out of that whole nonsense.
It took him only like 2 chapters to get out of there.
Well, maybe so. And Luffy fell off. Yeah, maybe.
Luffy fell off immediately. Yeah, actually, it might have been like 3 chapters.
Maybe it is. Only, yeah. And then we had to get through the Elbat. Well, I mean, like,
They
honestly,
got introduced and they show them shit immediately.
Yeah, that's really true. And
oh, yeah, because Frankie... I'm not
Frankie.
Robin sees Saul there.
Saul, yeah, and then Frankie saw the thing that set the internet on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy.
Yeah.
But this one specifically was... Oda knew what he was doing on this one. He was giving us little glimpses of everything.
Yes, of course.
Immediately, Scopper's like... First of all, I love the background of Scopper and Shanks sitting in a hot tub.
That was hilarious. Before we get to the meat and potatoes of that part, the fact that they showed Scopper without his glasses, it never occurred to me that we didn't really see his eyes ever. It's like, oh, this is how Scopper's drawn. It makes total sense. Like, oh, look, you have eyes. Mm-hmm. And you kind of look older when you're wearing the glasses.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
right,
definitely.
Yeah.
And then I just love Shanks. He's like, he had a different woman. At every port he had a different. Scopper's like, I'll kill you.
I will kill you, child. But the real big thing, and you pointed this out, was the tattoo.
Yeah, it's very visible.
The internet has been on fire talking about prior to all this.
Did you try zooming into it?
No.
The only thing zooming into it.
I thought from a glance, I thought it looked like the symbol of the world government. Which is on the throne of the world.
Exactly. That's what I saw, like, looking at it. Once again, I don't know if that's Oda leaning into the internet.
Possibly.
Because it's so aggressively visible.
Yeah, it really is.
It's in, like, the center of the panel.
Yeah, and it's on the ripped-off arm, too.
Yeah, it's, like, so aggressively
And this
visible.
is after he went back to Marigewa, because he states that he went there.
Yep.
So... he probably got the tattoo ripped off. He probably got the entire arm ripped off by the sea beast, which is why Oda, which is how Oda covers his tracks with hockey and everything, back all the way back in chapter 2, 4, 5 of One Piece, and Shanks using hockey on the sea beast. But that could be a very good point. That's how he escaped Emu and whatever Holy Night nonsense was going on.
And also it makes sense because it actually does totally make sense if you think about it overall. Is that like that if they all have these abilities, which could totally be thrown in, like anyone from Marigewa or anything like that, but like Shanks is always, throughout all of One Piece, Shanks has always been in weird secret locations, and like no one ever knows like truly where he is.
Yeah.
Only like a select few. They're like, Shanks is fighting Kaido. Still want to know how Blackbeard hurt him.
How Blackbeard hurt
Shanks.
Oh, Blackbeard, yeah.
To this day, that makes me mad. To this day!
I know. Because Blackbeard is, what is he? He's like 5-0 for 5-0 for off-screen fights.
Yeah,
he's unbeatable off-screen.
That's
pretty
true.
Much.
What a jerk.
Other than when he beat Law.
I mean,
he beat Law off-screen technically.
And he beat Ace off-screen.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And Shanks off-screen.
Yeah.
So it's 3-0.
Is there no one else?
Maybe there might be.
I mean, he's beat like his crew has beat a few people off screen. I think I had to point that out. That's like the only thing his crew does.
Yes.
Because they didn't beat Whitebeard.
No.
That's really all he does. Yeah, that's like so annoying.
Yeah, they beat people off screen. We've never seen him really win a fight.
Let's lean in on this because there's a lot to talk about here. So then when we get Scopper's like, Loki, tell him what really happened, and the Loki's just like, okay, and I was like, because Harujin. Okay, so who stayed back? Loki, Scopper, Luffy. Who stayed back?
I don't remember.
I got it right here.
I don't remember running off to. While you find that, I'm going to talk really quickly about. Love how Shanks' true dream, original dream, was to fuck off, find Buggy, and have a laid back pirate crew. Could you imagine what that pirate crew would be like?
Hilarious.
It'd be hilarious.
Let's see.
If Buggy was around when they found Luffy.
Sanji and Zoro are gone.
Actually, might be a really strong pirate crew because Buggy is a leader of minor men, and Shanks is the leader of great men.
That's true. So I think Sanji and Zoro left after Scopper pointed out that Zoro knows how to use hockey and has accidentally used it.
This idiot! I thought he knew he was using it the entire time. He just subconsciously using it. I'm just like, of course you are, you fucking idiot. When I heard that, I was like, I got annoyed with Zoro. It's like, really?
Classic Zoro.
Really?
And this is all after Luffy asked Loki.
What Conqueror's hockey it looks like, too.
I know, we've seen it a bunch of times.
Exactly!
This is after Luffy asked Loki to join his crew.
When that scene happened, it was one of those scenes where the stars went in my eyes, like, Maybe.
Loki's gonna be the king of Elbath, but
Probably, yeah. I just don't know how. I did see people online trying to draw, like, how could this possibly ever work if Loki joined the crew and they just had him, like, lying on the ship or having one foot on the ship because he's huge.
Frankie would be pumped. He'd be like, I get to make the Thousand Son even bigger.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I would like, or they found a shrink fruit or something like that.
Yeah, well, you can't eat 2 devil fruits.
Well, maybe they knew the blood thing that bugged
Yeah, maybe they have someone eat it, then Loki kills them and drinks their blood.
But Scopper did it somehow. So,
Scopper did what? Oh, I had sex somehow, yes.
Yeah, somehow.
With a giant.
With a giant. So, that'd be, I don't know, that'd be very interesting to see. He'd just be walking behind the ship the entire time. He's that big.
He is.
Or swimming.
He'd have to swim, yeah.
Yes, there'd be fun to see that.
Yeah, he's not as big as Zoe.
Yes. Depending on where they went. But yeah.
Depending on where they went. But, and then Loki's like, of course, I'll tell you what happened that day. And immediately comes in and is an absolute asshole, classic Loki. But does point out that how Elbath is getting too soft, which I do agree with. Oh, yeah. Obviously, look, it's caused massive problems.
Yes,
I'm not saying you would easily beat these Holy Knights, but like it would have been better if you had warriors.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and all of you are just like kind of wussing out right now. Like, yeah. I mean.
Well, I
feel like such an asshole because like they are just trying to make a better life for their kids, which is just like I get. And all that stuff.
Yeah, but
they're trying to have like a non-war world, which is supposed to be really, really good, and is really good on every other island.
True.
It's like kind of everyone.
But the world government is evil, so you should be prepared for it.
This is
and
also true.
You're not prepared. This is why you don't take guns away from citizens. Loki shows up, immediately kicks a guy, and then goes in to see his dad, who looks like he's been transformed. Into a devil.
Yeah. Which could, Emu just could have showed up and been like, meh.
And then I was like, oh no, King Harold, he was so cool and transformed into a devil. Emu sucks because clearly Harold is the nicest guy
one of the greatest kings ever.
Yeah. Best king of Elbath.
Amazing. Oh, wait, just kidding. Yeah. He used to be a piece of shit.
Oh,
what did they call him?
A low-life scumbag.
That was so... there's so many panels in this chapter I was not expecting. The join my crew one was caught me way off guard. Zoro not knowing that he's using hockey caught me way off guard. And then this just absolutely blew me away when he was like, "Oh, there might be a cute girl in that castle." Really? Oops! Let me destroy the entire kingdom with your body.
I was very surprised at that because the entire time you think Harold's just like
nice guy.
I mean, he could have like the Downer thing where it's like, you know, he was a big piece of shit, but then became a really good guy.
Yeah, I imagine that's what's going to happen because everyone says he was a cool guy.
But you never heard anything negative about him.
No,
we did expect that he went evil. Yeah, now this makes more sense of like forcefully evil, probably.
Yeah.
But like and then I didn't think he'd be a low life scumbag.
Yeah, an absolute leader of the giant pirates who are one of the most fearsome, scary things out there.
It literally called the King of Warland Elbath Island,
which I'd be scared of them too. That would be horrible.
Yeah,
that's such a big.
His laugh is bara ha 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 bara ha ha ha. So that's going to be. We're probably going to be in this for a second.
Yeah,
they gave him a special laugh. We're probably going to get some long story of how he became good.
Leave it to exactly. Yeah, leave it to probably meeting Loki's mom or some shit. Yeah, exactly, or Hardren's mom or something like that. No, Loki's older. It's probably Loki's mom first.
Yes, but Loki's mom. Yeah, and Loki's mom. Well, who is it? Is it Loki? Isn't who is the son treated better?
Loki? They were both treated equally. Loki's just an asshole.
Yeah, but wasn't there like Loki? I don't know. There's something about them. I can't remember. There was something about their moms. Wasn't there?
I'm trying to remember. I
don't know. Regardless.
No, Loki made fun of Hardren's mom.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? Yeah. Okay.
Because Loki's a jerk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But also, so I did find out Oda was like, here's a flashback. Now here's a flashback within a flashback, but at the same time,
109 years earlier.
For One Piece, you're like, give it to me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm dead. Right now, especially, it's like this is all information.
Yeah. And I also have a theory that Sanji's definitely going to get stronger in this arc.
Possibly, yeah.
Because he like specifically twice was just like, I'm tired of getting shown up by Jinbei and Zoro.
Yeah.
Maybe not get stronger at least, but at least kick some ass.
That'd be really nice. His body is once again indestructible.
Yeah, you hate that. Like that's so overlooked.
I really do.
Yeah.
I
It is very overlooked,
Yeah.
though. You're right.
It's like, it's insane. It's really annoying.
Toei's going to hate it.
Yeah, I know, because they hate Sanji.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
When he
But
does
the moment
something
Sanji
super
gets,
awesome,
gets like Conqueror's Haki, which I really do hope happens.
Yeah. Or just does something better with his observation hockey.
That'd be kind of cool.
Just
too.
like show that it's like Katakuri level.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he does, technically, he has the strongest observation hockey on the, I think, doesn't he? Has he got the strongest observation hockey on the crew?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because Luffy's
well,
is fine, but
yeah.
Luffy's really isn't.
No.
Luffy's isn't
Well,
developed enough.
That's the thing is like he had observation hockey at Punk Hazard, so like
Yes.
you think his would be better at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, he literally found Bonnie by scanning the entire island for women. So I mean, that's a pretty strong observation.
Very strong.
hockey.
Yeah, that you can. Yeah,
It's
you can,
Sanji specific, but I feel like if he needed to use it in a fight.
yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, and he was one of the few that could like sense that it was Luffy going nuts upstairs in Wano. Remember when he woke up and it was like Luffy and looked to the ceiling,
So
and everyone else was like, "What the hell's going on up there?"
Yeah, so maybe he fights.
Maybe
Now that him and Zoro are going up there, it's like, okay, clearly, like
they gotta fight one of the Holy Knights or the Giants or something.
yeah, either together or like
I'm gonna say Sanji fights the seahorse.
that seems more like
seems more
that
likely.
seems more likely,
Seems
right?
much more likely.
Like that
yes.
just seems like that would be the
that seems
thing.
much more likely.
Also, Zoro's built for bigger,
Yes.
like bigger things.
Maybe then he fights that, because then they fights the Nightmares.
Who?
Zoro fighting the seahorse.
No, I'm saying, well, Zoro. I can see Zoro fighting back the giants.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean.
Right.
Yeah, but who's fighting Thorn Guy then?
The crew. The
crew
crew's got to
the
fight
crew
somebody.
with someone. That makes sense. Yeah,
Jinbei's got to do
he
something.
sounds pretty hardcore. Yeah.
Jinbei's got to do something,
Yeah.
and then like they put them together, so they're gonna do something.
Gotcha.
And, Brooke is gonna do something, obviously.
Yeah.
Because like we're gonna get his backstory, so he has to be fighting or doing something for us to get his backstory.
Yeah. Oh, I also saw this one thing about the seahorse dragon guy. It was like, let me try to think here. I'm trying to think. So his
Also Centaur.
That's really confusing. That's what I saw. I saw it was weird. It was like, because someone was like, they drew his base form, which is just human. What they're assuming is what Western looks like, and then they said that this was that the horse thing wasn't like his full. Was like only like wasn't his full hybrid form or full awakened form. I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
It had a
I saw
name.
it. Did it?
It
I
did.
don't remember.
It had
Some ones are so confusing.
It had a name. It had a name.
I also found out
It literally is called Man Beast form.
Man Beast form. Okay, so that's what Kaido did.
Oh yeah, that is what he did.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Kaido,
That's Man Beast
I actually don't know if I already talked about it on the podcast before. If I did, I'm just gonna do it again to button that up. I figured out why Kaido's thing is called the fish fruit.
Oh, why?
Because there's a Japanese legend of a fish that became a dragon. So that's why it's called the fish fruit.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
It's some Japanese legend. I didn't fully read into it, but it's like these fish became, I don't know, he climbed a mountain or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Became a dragon.
That makes more sense.
Yes. So that's why it's called.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like their dragons are going to be so confusing. We're such Western dragon people.
No. Because Western dragons make fucking sense.
Yeah, and they're cooler.
Yeah, they're way cooler. Yeah, they're so much cooler.
The skinny long ones get out of here.
The skinny long ones are so magical. That's why that's our saving grace. But like,
They don't look cool.
they don't really look that cool now.
No, they don't look cool at all.
The European ones with the big old wings. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. These ones are just worms.
I know exactly. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. One Piece is so freaking amazing. I can't wait.
Goated.
Cannot wait for the next chapter.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.